everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sincerely Legenia. I'm Legenia and I am glad that you guys are here. In the last video, you guys, I told you I was going to be making a recipe with the healthy noodles that I just purchased from Costco. Change of plans today, which is Friday, so you guys will be seeing this video today. I'm actually clearing out my refrigerator of some foods that I want to use before they go bad. For instance, I've got some cilantro here. It's been in my refrigerator for a few days. It's almost going bad. There's a few stems on here that are not edible, but I still have a great bunch over here that are nice and green and smell delicious. I have some jalapenos here that I want to use before they go bad while they still look really, really good. So instead of the recipe with the healthy noodles, I am going to utilize these things, and I've already utilized some others. I've made several other little meals today just to make sure I use up all of the things in my refrigerator. But what I wanted to show you guys was this delicious restaurant style salsa that I've made so many times over the years. I can't remember if I made it on my channel or not. I did go back and look. I didn't find it on my channel anywhere. I don't know if I made it in a vlog or what, but this recipe is so good. I wanted to make sure that I did share it with you guys because, again, I've made it so many times over the years. It's a restaurant style salsa, a 5-minute restaurant style salsa. And let me make sure I tell you who the creator of this recipe is. It's by Heart Nap Time, and the website is www.iheartnaptime.net. I'll make sure I leave the link in the description box below. She created this recipe. I have used it so many times. It is fabulous the first day, but guys, this recipe gets better and better. The next day, it's even better. The day after that, it's even better. After it is sat in the refrigerator and all those flavors have married together, oh my gosh, it is delicious. And I've got to make sure you guys know about this recipe. So delicious. It's so easy to make. I've got to share it with you. So I'm going to share that with you guys today, and I'll bring you guys the recipe with the healthy noodles another time. But for now, let's get into this 5-minute restaurant style salsa. Although it does take a little bit more than 5 minutes to make, but it's totally worth it. So we've got a blender here. This is what's going to house our salsa. I've really got to get another blender, one that's bigger, because if I'm not mistaken, this one right here, this is the largest I have, was a little bit too small. And I've used it so many times over the years. I've got to get another blender. But anyway, let's get into this recipe. So right here, I've chopped up some jalapenos. You don't have to have jalapenos in this. It is completely optional. It's all dependent on, you know, whether you want that little bit of spice in there. You can certainly omit the jalapenos if you want. Next, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of chopped onions. All right, so I've got my cilantro here, and I'm just going to get off some of these leaves. These are all the pretty parts of the cilantro because some of that on the other side was questionable. All right, adjust my camera. Can you guys make sure you guys can see this well? All right, so I've got my cilantro here, and I'm gonna need 1/2 cup of this, and it's, you know, you can adjust this according to taste as well. All right, cilantro is a pretty distinct taste and flavor, and some people I know don't like cilantro, so you can adjust this, but I always use 1/2 cup, which is what the recipe calls for, and it's just fine for me. All right, and it's gonna go in the blender, so it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in our blender. Okay, and then we're going to add 1 can of whole tomatoes. Make sure you drain these, guys. The first time I made this recipe, I did not drain my tomatoes, and oh my goodness, I had to do a lot of adjusting in order to salvage this entire thing of salsa that I had made. So make sure you drain it, okay? Next up, 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes. Now that you don't have to drain. We're adding a teaspoon of minced garlic. All right, and then we're going to get the juice of 1 lime. All right, we're gonna need 1.5 tablespoons of lime juice. And I don't know about you guys, do you ever have like the hardest problem squeezing lime juice out when you do it by hand? That's why I should have just got my little lime juicer thingy. I always have the hardest time. It's like limes don't want to cooperate. Okay, but I need, let's see, I need 1.5 tablespoons of this. See how far I am. All right, I'm at 1. All right, I'm at 1. I'm almost at the half mark. Wait, am I? Where am I at? Okay, yeah. All right, there we go. Okay, we got 1.5 tablespoons of lime juice going in. Next up is cumin. I'm gonna need 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Now, she calls for a pinch of kosher salt. Yeah, that never works for me. Right now, I'm going in with about a teaspoon of kosher salt, and I may actually need more than that, but we'll see. So I got kosher salt going in there. And you guys, I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and blend this together. All right, here we go. I always kind of pulse this for a while. Again, because it's made so much in the past that it's overflowed. So I'll make sure that doesn't happen. All right, let's take a look. Oh, you guys, there's nothing like the smell of fresh salsa. I'm gonna get a spoon so I can taste it. All right, let's see what we got here. Woo! You can definitely taste the spice from that jalapeno pepper. You guys, I didn't even put in a teaspoon of chopped jalapeno, I don't think. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but you can definitely taste the spice. All right, so this does need additional salt. All right, I'm gonna put that on in and put the top back on. And let's go again. All right, guys. All right, so I'm gonna wash my spoon. I don't wanna double dip. All right, let's give this a taste. My friends, this is a delicious salsa. I had to share it with you guys. It is so yummy. And again, it's good now. Once you put this in the refrigerator, come back the next day and taste it. It is even better, I promise. So delicious. And you saw how quick and easy that was? So I guess it probably was about 5 minutes that time. Maybe because I did mise en place. I put everything out okay beforehand. But again, very delicious. Let me show you guys how I store this. All right, so I always keep mine in these mason jars. You guys, sometimes these mason jars can be a little bit pricey, but I tell you what I usually do is whenever I'm at Walmart or even at Kroger, I'll go to the clearance section, and from time to time, they'll have the packs of mason jars like on clearance or something. You can like get a pack of 12 for maybe like $7 to $10, and they always come in handy at some point in time. I've got a stash of them over in the room off to the side there, and they always come in handy at just the right time, and they are perfect for things like this, okay? And it may say canning jar or whatever, but it doesn't matter. It is still really great for storing some of your foods like this salsa. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're just gonna pour this right on in, and we're gonna do it slowly because we don't want it to splash and go everywhere for one. Just take your time. All right, there we have it. It's filled to the top. Put it on nice and tight, all right? And we put this in the refrigerator, and this is going to be even better tomorrow, I promise. If you can wait, if you can. It's tempting, but if you can wait until the next day and enjoy this. But I tell you what I am going to do, I still have a little bit left right here. So I'm gonna enjoy this today with a few a la madre tortillas that I'm gonna crisp up, and then I'm gonna enjoy this as a nice little snack. Well, you guys, that is it for today's video. This salsa is amazing. I just had to share it with you all. I just want to make sure that all of these great recipes I have that I pass along to you too, because I promise you this one is another one of my favorites, and you are going to absolutely love it. So what is the name? So heartnaptime.com. You guys, you did a wonderful job with this one, okay? I've been using it the last few years, and I want to say thank you for bringing this salsa recipe into my life, and I'm so happy to be able to share it with my YouTube family. You guys, go check them out again at heartnaptime.com. You will not be disappointed in this recipe. Thanks for joining me for another video, guys. It is always a pleasure. I'm going to talk to you all in the next video. Right now, I'm getting ready to go ship out some spices to those of you that ordered. If you have not yet ordered spices from Sincerely Legenia, go to my website at sincerelylegenia.com and get my keto all-purpose seasoning. Guys, it is delicious, and so far the reviews have been great. I am so happy to hear all of the wonderful things that I've been hearing from you guys. I'm so glad that you guys like this seasoning. It is only $6.50, but if you use the coupon code Sincerely21, you will receive 15% off of your order. So go on over to sincerelylegenia.com and purchase you some all-purpose keto seasoning. It is so delicious. It literally goes on everything, and guys, you will not be disappointed. Don't forget to use coupon code Sincerely21 to receive 15% off of your order. Thanks for joining me for another video. I hope you guys get a chance to try this 5-minute salsa recipe. You will not be disappointed. I love you guys, and I will talk to you all in the next video. I pray that you and your family have a blessed and a prosperous day. Until next time, take care. Bye.